Hi, my name is Gulam from Soft City. I'm an instructor for content development using HTML. In this tutorial, I will teach you about HTML with CSS. The CSS can be added to HTML documents in three ways. Inline, by using the style attribute inside HTML elements. We have used that in our previous videos. Internal, by using a style element in the head section. External, by using a link element to link to an external CSS file. The most common way to add CSS is to keep the styles in external CSS files. However, in this tutorial we will use internal and inline styles because this is easier to demonstrate and easy for you to try it yourself. Now move forward to our next slide. What is inline CSS? An inline CSS is used to apply a unique style to a single HTML element. An inline CSS uses the style attribute of an HTML element. The following example sets the text color of H1 element to blue and the text color of the P element to red. We have used that inline in our previous video, so I don't type in editor this code. Now move forward to our next slide, that is internal CSS. What is internal CSS? An internal CSS is used to define a style for a single HTML page. An internal CSS is defined in the head section of an HTML page within a style element. The following example sets the text color of all the H1 elements on that page to blue and the text color of all the P elements to red. In addition, the page will be displayed with a powder blue background. Now let's type this in our Notepad++ editor. For this, first I create new file with the name, save my file as save as inside our learn HTML folder and type name here HTML CSS styling .html. Click on save button. Now our file is saved inside learn HTML folder. Now let's type doc type HTML, that is first tag of the HTML that describes it is the HTML5 latest version of the HTML. After HTML, doc type HTML, we have HTML with starting and ending tag, parent of all tags. Inside HTML we have head, tag. Inside head tag we have title tag with some content, HTML, CSS, styling details. After head tag we have body tag with starting and closing tag. Inside body tag we have H1 tag with starting and closing tag. Content will be placed here like this is a heading. After h1 we have p tag with starting and closing tag. This is a paragraph. Now we have to specify internal style, internal CSS style. How we can specify? For this we will use another tag inside head tag. In all the previous videos we used only title tag inside our head tag. Now another tag that is used inside head tag is style tag for declaring inline styling in your HTML code. Inside style tag I will specify all CSS. For this, first we have to access the tag which I want to apply CSS. For example, if I want to apply CSS on body, I type here body tag, tag name body, and inside curly braces I will type CSS of body. Like I change background color to red. Let's see output. For seeing output, we first open this file. This is inside Learn HTML, and we have created HTML CSS styling. Open with Google Chrome, and you can see the background color of body is changed to red. We change background color using our inline styling. Not inline styling, we use internal styling. If I want to change h1 text color, first I will type h1, access the h1 tag, and then type opening and closing curly brace. Inside this I will type color to yellow. Save the file. For seeing output, refresh your page, and you can see the text color of the heading is changed to yellow. Using style tag you can do internal styling of CSS. It is better to use inline, internal styling instead of inline styling, because in this way our CSS becomes separate in the style tag. Now let's see what is our next slide. For this I will go to my slides. Third is external CSS. What is mean of external CSS? An external style sheet is used to define the style for many HTML pages. To use an external style sheet, add a link to it in the head section of each HTML page, like example at the bottom. You can see inside head tag there is another tag, that is link. In link there are two attributes, rel relations equal to style sheet and href is equal to styles.css. Now move forward to next slide. In this, styles.css code are displayed. The external style sheet can be written in any text editor. The file must not contain any HTML code and must be saved with the .css extension. Here is what the styles.css file looks like. Styles.css body, opening and closing curly brace, background color powder blue, heading h1, starting and closing curly braces color to blue, paragraph starting and closing curly brace and color is set to red. Now let's see live example by typing that code inside our HTML file. We first remove that tag, style tag, and for external styling we have to go to learn HTML folder, and here we have to create a file, new file with the extension .css and name style.css, and extension should be the .css, and press enter. Now I will open this file in Notepad++ also. Inside my CSS file I will, their extension is .css.txt. Not, this is not correct. We have to delete this file and create new file from here. New, save as, name would be style.css. Style.css and press save button. Now the extension is correct, .css. Now access some tag from here. I will access body tag first, then h1 and then p inside my external style sheet. So for this I first type body, opening and closing brace, inside body I will type background color to pink. After that I will access h1 tag with starting and closing brace. Inside h1 we have color property that will change the color of the text to blue. Now we have access p tag by their name and specify their CSS inside opening and closing curly brace. Let's set this color to green. You have typed all your code in external file, but if you save this file and save this file also and refresh your browser, you will see nothing. External style sheet is not applied on our HTML CSS styling because we could not relate our HTML CSS styling with that external style.css. For their relationship, we should use a tag, that is empty link tag. Their name is link. Inside link we have two attributes. First is rel is equal to style sheet, and next is href is equal to style.css. Now save the file and refresh your browser to see the changing. Now you can see the external CSS is applied on our HTML CSS styling.html file. This styling that we placed inside our style.css file is applied on our tags, body tag, heading tag and paragraph tag. So in this way you can use external style sheets. Our next slide is HTML link colors. How we use HTML link, how we change HTML link colors. By default, a link will appear like this in all browsers. An unvisited link is underlined and blue. A visited link is underlined and purple. An active link is underlined and red. You can change the link state colors by using CSS. Now move over to our next slide, in which I change the link color of the anchor tag. HTML link colors example continue. In this slide I explained how we change the different behaviors of anchor tag and color of the anchor tag. So let's try to type this in our editor. Let's have a anchor tag with starting and closing tag. Go to Google, href is equal to https://www.google.com. Now let's change their color. For this I will use external style sheet. I will put all my CSS inside style.css. We also refer this in our head tag. So we have to change color. For this, first target anchor tag, type starting and ending brace, and now first is a colon link. We have color, that is green, and background color, that is transparent. We have text decoration, that is value is none. After this we have a colon visited attribute. Inside this we have color, background color, and text decoration. Color, that is pink, transparent, none. Pink, background color, transparent, text decoration, none. After that we have a column hover. When we mouse over the anchor tag, this property is called hover. That has color, that is by default red, background color, that is transparent, text decoration, that is none, and at last we have active class. Inside active class we have color. Color is yellow, background color transparent, text decoration underline. Inside hover we have text decoration underline. Now let's save our style.css file by pressing Ctrl+S and save our HTML file. Also, now we go to our browser to see the output. You can see by default I changed color of anchor, that is placed inside a visited color. Pink background color transparent and text decoration none, means it has no underline. But when I take my mouse to this, their color change to red, and underline is also placed under the text. So this is because of that class hover. When I hover on the anchor tag, their color change to red and underline is placed under the text. Now if I click on the link, you can see that their color changed to yellow first and underline will come again, and then we go to google.com in another tab window. Now let's see the color of the text of our anchor tag. Link, this class is remaining. This is describes that color would be green. When we visited the link and came back, the color becomes green. Because we show this on this tab, for seeing this we have to change target is equal to underscore blank. We have studied that attribute in our previous tutorial. So let's see what happened. Refresh your page. You can see now our visited file color is when we click, it becomes to gain to another tab window. So this way you can use your anchor classes. You can change color also. If I specified here blue, the color would be changed accordingly. You can see now color is blue. And if I change hover color to brown, color will be changed. Refresh your page and see the result. Now color is brown. So in this way you can change color. If I remove underline from here and set this property to none, and from here also I set this property to none. Let's see what happened in the output. Refresh your page. Now when I hover on the text, no underline is placed under that text. If I click, there is no underline placed under text. So in this way you can change properties as your requirement. Now let's see next slide. You can style your buttons. You can style your HTML buttons using that classes like link buttons. A link can also be styled as a button by using CSS. This is a link but is shown as this is a button, like a button. So in this example, if we change link class and visited class to this background color, padding, text align, so color will be changed. So let's try this example in our style.css. Now we have to type a colon link, comma separated. We can use two classes at the same time by separating them with the comma. A colon visited and opening and closing brace. Inside this we have to set background color, background color and its value is #f44 #f44 336, and after background color we have color, that would be white, and after that we have the property padding, that would be 15px and 25px. We will learn about padding in our CSS tutorials. From now we used only for displaying output on our screen. Text align, center, and text decoration none. Text decoration none, and display inline block. All these properties are of CSS. We discuss about these properties in details in our CSS tutorials. Now let's try hover and active classes CSS. Hover, active, and set their background color to red. Now let's see the output of this CSS that is applied on that tag, anchor tag. Go to Google. First save your file and then move forward to your browser to display the output. First refresh. You can see our link is changed to button. Our link is look like a button. In this way you can design your links as your desired. If I hover on the link, the red color becomes dark. You can see. Without hovering, it's light red. When I hover on this, it is dark red, because we specify when we hover on the anchor tag, background color would be red, and for unvisited link, background color will be light red. So let's see what is next topic. So go to our next slide. Our next topic is favicon. How to add a favicon in HTML. You can use any image you like as your favicon. You can also create your own favicon on sites like https://www.favicon.cc. A favicon is a small image, so it should be a simple image with high contrast. A favicon image is displayed to the left of the page title in the browser tab like this. You can see W3. This is the icon. You can use as your desires. To add a favicon to your website, either save your favicon image to the root directory of your web server or create a folder in the root directory called images and save your favicon image in this folder. A common name for a favicon image is favicon.ico. Next, add a link element to your index.html file after the title element like this. Now move forward to next slide, in which I elaborate the favicon example. You can see we have doc type HTML inside head and body. Inside head we have title, and after title we have a file. That link is mg/favicon.ico, and its relation is equal to icon, type is equal to image/x icon. So in this way you can use favicon in your browser. So that's all from this video tutorial. You can use this video to enhance your HTML knowledge. To learn your HTML knowledge, one thing remember in your mind. In all videos I argued you that you should type code in code editor like Notepad++ or Notepad, because when you type your code in the code editor, you basically properly understand the concepts that you watched in the videos. So students, did your practice daily basis, and I will meet you in your next tutorial. So take care.